Valentine is coming. Where's your boyfriend? You are sitting at home. Lonely. Valentine is coming. Where's your boyfriend? You are sitting at home. Lonely.
There's something after that though.
Is it?
What? Go.
Yeah, it's like, I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember. There's another bit after that bit. But anyway, shout out Big Tipper.
Is that Big Tipper?
Who else was? Who was
No,
it?
I don't think it was.
Who was it?
One guy on a bus, I think, at the back of the bus.
I thought that was Big Tipper.
On the back of the bus? No.
Yeah, I thought it was like a skit or something. Oh, maybe it was.
No, he's Big Tipper's ones. Valentine is coming, oh, Valentine.
Hey,
Valentine is coming, oh, Valentine. That's Big Tipper.
And wait, when will you marry? Hey,
Will it be this year or next year? Will you be single forever?
Hey, Jesus.
When will you marry? Hey.
when we marry? Hey,
Is that hey?
hey.
Kai, it is well, oh, Valentine is here again.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's
Yes. Happy
Love,
Valentine's Day.
we're wearing red.
Yes.
The balloons are red.
Yes.
The
Flowers
the
are
flowers
red.
are red.
Yeah.
The lighting is
red.
red.
Yes.
My eyes are red.
Hey.
From crying.
From crying because there's no Valentine.
So done. That is too funny. But yeah, guys, if you're watching this, obviously you know Valentine's coming up on the Friday, but we're obviously celebrating now with you guys. But yeah, Valentine's is here. Well, I'm gonna just skip it and say it's my birthday. It's here. So that's what I'm focusing on. But we love love. Let
Hey,
love wins.
yeah.
Love conquers all. You know them quotes, it's always like, love, you know, there was one famous quote that everyone used to, well, for me, I don't know if you guys remember, in my room I had, and I used to take pictures of, like, in front of the sign. You know them peel and stick signs? And I remember there was one about love. It's always like, not love conquers all, but something like love, something, happiness, laughter. There's a love, live, love, laughter. Hey, live, love, laughter.
That was like 5 minutes.
No, but that is like the...
And
that,
it was on your wall.
It was on my wall. It was like
As in your bedroom.
As in my bedroom wall.
You had live, love, laugh.
Live, love, live, love.
Live, love, laughter.
Hey,
and I
yeah.
had it like on italics on my wall.
Okay,
Was
and
that
how-
what it said?
Yeah.
I thought there was something else that it said.
I thought it was a Bible
two.
verse.
No, I had two. I had a Bible verse and then I had live, love and laughter.
Okay, so when you guys put those things on your walls
Yeah.
and things like that,
Yeah.
so do you like stand there and read it every day and be
I
like,
can't
oh
lie.
yeah, live, love, laugh.
Laughter. Yeah, good. The Bible one actually came in clutch a couple of times. I remember looking and be like, yeah, mate. Okay,
What was the verse?
What's this?
I can't remember it now. I think
hey,
it might have been.
hey,
come
I
and
know,
clutch
but
that.
I haven't.
Live, love, laugh.
I can't remember. I feel like it might have
your
been.
Beatrice
It might have
laughter.
been, it might have been a verse of Philippians, but I can't remember. But yeah, I actually, it's been a while. So even when I was living at home, I actually covered it up. When I put my wardrobe, when I got my wardrobe done, so when I first of all started my grad job, I covered it. So since my grad job, I haven't had that quote up. But yeah,
okay.
I remember that I had that. So yeah, in that one, it did help. But I'm sure that, yeah, the one I remember is like people always, you know them like people that love like motivational speaking or like,
Not me, boy.
oh, but I know. People that love like encouragement. So they'll have like a whiteboard and they'll write like words of encouragement to themselves. Have you guys ever done that? Like words of encouragement, like maybe like post-it notes. You know, people used to do like post-it notes where they'll put like words of affirmation around
that's
them.
good.
Like, have you ever like had something on your room as like an affirmation?
No.
Sharon, have you ever had an affirmation around your room at all? Something around?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. People, some people
You
like
know
it.
me, I don't do all
You
that.
don't do all of that?
No.
Hey, yeah.
I don't do you
You
get
is-
up, keep trying, keep pushing.
Yeah.
No, it don't really work
Doesn't
for
work
me.
for you.
Like I like see sometimes when I see things online, I'm like, oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll reshare it.
Yeah.
But genuinely for me, words and things like that doesn't really have an effect on me.
Yeah, unless it's a Bible verse, it doesn't really move me like that.
So you wouldn't put like a Bible verse like on a sticky note and like put it around your...
I have a Bible verse that's like etched on my iPad, like the back of my iPad,
Okay.
which is Philippians 4:5-6, like my favorite verse in the Bible.
Yeah.
It basically just says, don't be anxious about anything,
Yeah.
but instead, through prayer and thanksgiving, make your request known to God. That's my favorite verse.
And do you refer to it like during times where you're
I
like...
just know it in my off by heart.
No, but
I
like,
just-
so you wouldn't like...
I don't need it
You
anywhere
don't
else.
need it anywhere
no,
else. So you
like-
wouldn't have anything to like remind
No,
yourself
I
of
have
anything?
Bible verse
No,
on the
because
back
I
of
know
my
it
phone.
off by heart.
I have a Bible verse at the back of my phone. Not one of all good promises the Lord your God gave you has failed. Every promise has been fulfilled. Not one has failed. That's Joshua 23:14. At the back. My church, they give these out, I think, every month.
Oh, nice.
So they just pass around the pot and then you take.
Is it just for, like,
That's
just to
a good
keep it?
idea.
Yeah,
I like
say,
that.
Yeah,
It's
what's
like
the,
an
what's the
actual-
aim for it? Is it just to have like a verse
Memory.
Like just something that you
Is
can
it the
just
same
have.
for everyone or different?
Everyone has
Different.
different ones.
Oh, nice.
Everyone
I
has
love
the same.
that.
So
I'm
they have a
actually-
pot. I think they do it every Thanksgiving. So they just get around and you just pick it
I
out.
like that.
Yeah.
I actually really I'm trying to get back into the whole memory verse thing because I think for me, like whenever like things will happen in my life or like I'll be feeling like some type of way, I will like remember like the verse that I just said now. But even other stuff, like even when I lost my job and everything, the way, obviously you would be in your word anyway because you have so much more time now, but the way I would be referring to things, I'd be like, I have never seen the righteous forsaken, neither their children begging for bread. I was like, hey, I cannot beg for bread, I
them
must
ones.
find a job.
Them ones,
But no, yeah, so now I'm trying to remember, like I'm trying to like learn verses more, and one thing that I do is like I'll have like the verse of the day on my phone, like you know,
Okay,
Bible
yeah.
app, whatever.
Yeah.
And so every time I look at my phone, I try and make a conscious effort to actually like read the sentence.
Yeah.
So that I can,
Oh, so
to
is that
help me remember.
automatic?
No, I create the image from the verse of the
Every
day.
day?
Yeah, and
Okay.
then I have like loads of different ones that on my phone. I'll change my wallpaper.
Yeah.
and so then I'll try and like make sure that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
one way, I suppose.
I've been reading my Bible every day this
Yeah,
year.
you said.
Oh,
you
every
enjoying
day this
it?
year?
Yeah, so what's the date today? I haven't read it
The
yet, but
26th?
it'll be 26 by the time.
Is it like
Yeah, I'm doing-
just like normal like reading from begin to end, or what
Yeah,
kind
I
of reading
have
are you doing?
also, I have plans as well. I have the read the Bible in
A year.
a year plan.
Nice.
That I'm a little
which
bit
one
behind
are you
on.
using? Are you using? Is it the Nikki Gumbel one or like? Because there's different Bible in the year plans. I'm wondering if you're doing the same as me because I'm doing that as well.
I'm a bit behind. I struggle to one thing that I know that I've known for a long time. My attention span is very low. Like after about 5 minutes of reading, I'm like, I
Yeah.
need to.
Do you think that maybe because you do it on your phone? Do you do it on your phone, or do you have like?
I do it on my phone. I don't know where my physical Bible is. I think it's under some. It's just that I just haven't. At least I have a physical Bible. Some people don't.
Yeah.
I have one, but I just don't know where. It's probably
You know what?
under.
That just kills me. You know, I don't know what.
Yeah,
it
I
is.
know what you're gonna say.
You know, sometimes you just have to like just
Defend yourself.
defend yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, but no one's even commenting. You don't say,
No,
oh,
no,
you
no.
know,
No,
where's your
no,
physical
no,
Bible?
no.
You knew you were going on a rocky path. You know when you know you're going down a
No,
rocky
no, no.
It's under something. Hang on, though.
No, do
Some
you know?
people don't
No, do you
have
know
one.
why? Do you know why? I saw a TikTok. No, it really aggravated me.
Okay.
I saw a TikTok and it was a pastor and he was basically saying, like, "Oh, like, how can you guys not have
A physical
Bible?" And I'm just like, "Oh, but if you have the Bible on your phone, what's the big deal? If I want to bring out my physical Bible, I can bring it out. There might be a bit dust on it."
It's even hard to even read your physical Bible in church these days because the lights are so
they're so bright.
dark.
Also, the way they move so quickly. Turn your page
And then
to
move to- yeah.
And like, would Ephesians, then it'd be Genesis,
Then it'll be Exodus, then in the book of Esther, then even Haggai. And
even when they're reading
where is Haggai? Like, do you know what I mean?
No, honestly, then you have to go back to
know
the
content.
Hey, I remember when I was younger, the way I used to run back that table of contents. Oh, you know, that's what you think. Let me try by myself. You're thinking, that's what you start with. Hold on, you.
Yeah. They'll be
Hold
like,
on, you.
no, legit. And then you'll be like,
No, but I just used to at the fickle to I just be like, you know that one where you flick through.
Yeah.
And if you
It's
see,
like,
they'll be if it's like book of Ruth, which is very short, you just miss it.
No,
Just miss it.
What? There's too many, bro.
Honestly. Oh
my
And then you
God.
obviously will have now 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, 1
Second John.
Third John.
Ah.
But that's funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Go
But
back
no,
to what
yeah,
you were saying.
Yeah.
Your
You were asking
plan.
about the Bible.
Which
in a
plan are
year.
you doing?
Let me just check.
Because I'm using the Nikki Gumbel one, but I've just been using the same plan. Like I'm not trying to do it in
a
a year.
year.
I'm just trying to do the Bible in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm carrying on from where I left off last year.
I don't know. I'll tell you in a minute. I'll tell you
Okay, that's
afterwards.
fine.
Nice. And yeah, even with me, like I know we just God is love, so that's why the topic is this.
Honestly.
But yeah, even with me, like I made a promise. I made a bet. I made a promise myself, and then also
I made a bet.
because sometimes you need like someone to hold you accountable. And also for me, like when it comes to like money, if I'm gonna have to owe you serious bread, I'm getting up. So I have a bet with my friend, and it's like every
church?
Yes, every single miss in
wondering.
person, every single, and exactly, but it works. But it works. It works. And no, because I said to him that like, I need you to hold me accountable, and I need like something that's like actually going to detrimentally affect me, that I will feel as well, because obviously the alternative would just be watch it at home. So it's not like I'm missing the word entirely, but it's just being surrounded by people and being in church, right? Yeah. That's the element that just, like, I really don't want to miss, because I actually always watch online. I always watch every sermon, so it's not like I'm missing the word, but it's like I said, being in the service. So anyway, I was like, I need someone to hold me accountable, to check me every morning, and then like to like take money from me if I don't go. So the bet that I currently got my friend is every single missed in service sermon, I pay £200. So it's not like a small bet at all. It's a very, because this one is my biggest. I have a couple of bets, but that's my biggest one because it's my main goal. If it's like something understandable,
is it like, let's say you're on holiday?
No, that's fine. So it needs to be something that's really understandable. So for example, if I can drive, for example, if we've got a podcast, and because sometimes we record on Sundays and I'm driving, there's no excuse. Like, there can't be any excuse about, oh, like I need more time to sleep, or I came out late. Like, that's not an excuse. If it's something that, let's say I'm actually like unwell and I can't drive, obviously if I can't drive, then that means I'm not probably going to the podcast or whatever it may be. Like, that's an excuse. If I have to, like, I don't know, like you said, holiday or whatever it may be, like, it obviously
£200 is crazy.
It's a lot.
So where does the £200 go?
Goes to him.
Okay,
not even to church.
But he also, no, but I mean, I tithe and like, I mean, maybe at the end.
Money's going to him.
Like, maybe
give it to church.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe I'll tell him to do that. So he gives it to church.
What's he going to do with it?
Also, it's also reverse. So maybe we'll do. So it's like he also
both
has
of you,
that.
the both of you guys put in
give
the
it to
building
church.
fund.
That's true. That's true.
The building fund.
There's always a building fund.
Yeah, we do have a
fund.
building fund as well. So actually, I'll tell him to do that.
So because you're not going to church, he's going to go and get himself shoes.
I'm telling you, that hurts me though. That hurts me more. No, that hurts me more.
Bill, he'll be encouraging him to be like, oh, you don't need to go.
Yeah, always.
Nah, he wouldn't do that. But you're right. I'll tell him to add that, so then any money like that, individually put it in our church.
Yeah, put it in your church.
Makes sense.
They'll be happy.
That makes sense.
But
yeah, the aim is obviously not to. The aim is obviously not
to. Be like, you know what?
I'm crying.
Don't come.
I'm serious. You're
crazy.
Obviously, the aim is still to go, but you're right. We can definitely add that in. That's actually a very good idea. But yeah, that's what I've done. So that's the reason why I've been making sure that I go to church.
Wow.
And I've got quite a couple of other bets which have definitely helped me as well.
Are they faith-based as well?
No, that's the main faith-based one, and then my other ones are not faith-based, but yeah, just other things that are part of my like things that I want to achieve this year. So I feel like a lot more people are being intentional about like, you know, their goals this year. I don't know what it is, but I know that typically on January anyway, like people just always do the most. But like with the gym, or even with like, yeah, with the gym in particular, I'm surprised at the way people are going at it this year. Like, I don't know about you guys, but literally most people that I know are doing some sort of some exercise this year.
A lot of people are doing like
75 hard, 75 medium.
But not only that, a lot of people are running.
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of
that
people are running. Like yesterday,
thing,
I saw my friend. He ran 12K. I was like, bloody hell.
Yeah, honestly,
like people are like running.
Yeah.
Obviously, there was the crazy influx of like run clubs and stuff like that. But even like just individually, people like running and stuff like that. A lot of people are doing that.
I was gonna say as well. I think what the run clubs inspired is like a community, because what I'm actually seeing is people going to the gym in groups, or like gym classes, or like yoga classes, or like Pilates classes. Like
Pilates
people love like groups.
People even do like now birthday Pilates classes.
Yeah, exactly. People be taking it seriously. Chat.
They do.
I'll be staying at home.
I'll meet you afterwards
with a drink.
No, honestly, but yeah, I'm happy that you're, you know, reading your Bible and stuff. That's
yeah,
really good.
even if it's just like, even if I just read, like, it depends on how I'm feeling at the moment.
Yeah.
Even if I just read
the plan,
yeah, of course, or because not only do I have that plan, but I have like other plans that are dedicated to stuff. So like I had one that I completed. I think it was only a couple of days. It was about anxiety, and obviously I read the verse of the day, and then just picking plans that are like suited to me. And also I like the devotional bit of it, because you kind of get an understanding before you actually read the verses. But yeah, just getting into the habit of just, even if I just open the app and just read the word of the 100%. Verse of the day, is that not better than opening OnlyFans and
why do you have to choose that app?
Is everything not better than opening OnlyFans?
I'm just saying, is it, which one do you want?
If
they chose you, is it not better than opening OnlyFans and watching men?
Cry. What was I going to say? There's like it's not an app, it's on YouTube. It's called the Bible Project. I don't know if you guys know about it, but it basically like it will give you the context of every book in the Bible.
Oh, nice.
So like it's really, really good. I love it. Like if you're about to read like a book in the Bible and you're like, what is the historical context, or like what is this book really about? Like for example, I'm reading Job at the moment. I find Job really difficult because not everything that is said in the book is true, obviously, because his friends are like giving him bad advice. So sometimes I find that really difficult to understand, like which parts of Job are like for us to actually really like take and understand. Anyway, so the Bible Project on YouTube, I think they also have a website. It's like an animation as well. It's
nice.
It's proper engaging. Like if you want to get like a bit of historical context or just context in general about the book that you're about to read, definitely check that out.
Nice.
Yeah. But that's good though. I hope in 6 months' time we can all say that we're still doing these things.
Yeah, for
Beatrice doesn't own the church like 2,000 pounds.
well, at least it's going to good, but yeah, it's true.
£200 is crazy. You're gonna start with 20?
Nah, man.
Because you feel like 20 is a bit like you can just do it. Yeah, fair enough.
Like even yesterday was, as in even to get to church today was a real struggle because when we got back yesterday, I can't remember what time. When did you get back? Because when you
like 2:15,
yeah,
like,
around there,
or like 2:10. Yeah,
so it was like around 2ish when I got back, and yeah, like I think one thing is that was my first time like drinking back in the UK properly since Nigeria, and I was drinking a lot. I knew I was drinking a lot, but like I didn't realize I was drinking that much. And obviously in Nigeria, the alcohol there is different to the alcohol here. I got back, I said, what am I feeling? The way I had to, thank God for the jollof rice that I packed. I had to eat and I was just sitting there waiting, not feeling great. And then literally ended up sleeping at like 4. And then, like 4 something. And then like I woke up at 6 because again, I woke up not feeling great. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then literally couldn't sleep because then I had to like prepare some of the stuff for today. And then, yeah, from then I just got in the shower.
And just went to church.
And then went to church. I was like, happy. So yeah, I'm happy because I'm just like, if I had a client meeting, would I not carry my load and be going?
100%.
Like the way it's so crazy, the way you move when it comes to work. I realised that, with work, the way I be sacrificing any amount of sleep to make sure I'm in that place. Sorry, my church goes without that.
Lord.
100%. But anyway, I know you guys want to talk about Love Is Blind, right?
Yeah, but even then, guys, we went out yesterday. Such a good time.
Do you
know what it is? I just love like family,
friends,
like that type of like. Obviously, going out, like when you go to like all these lounges and clubs stuff. Yeah, that's all fun. But really and truly, I love a family get together or birthday or something like that. Nothing too big, just something like in the house and stuff like that. I just love stuff like that.
And I feel like because we're older as well, it's like we're part of the scene now. Like they give us a bit more, not respect, but you know when you're younger, you're going to.
You feel like you can actually like play with them.
Exactly.
That's the best way to explain it.
Literally.
Shout out DJ Laddie.
Shout out DJ Laddie.
Resident DJ.
Culture FM, boy.
He's actually like a well-known name in that older community, like 45 to 65. That crew. He's a household. He's a household name.
He was mixing.
Yeah, I've been to a house party. November.
Okay.
And he was DJing and he did such a good job. It was really, really good.
Man.
Nah, he's so good.
Yeah.
So good. But it was really, really fun.
Really, really fun.
It was just, like you said, it's just good to be around everyone. And in that, in those environments, and like you said, all the aunties and uncles, and like people like dancing with like their parents and stuff like that. Like it's just really, really nice. It was really wholesome.
Yeah, good.
Proper wholesome.
So we want to talk about
Love Is Blind.
Love Is Blind. Chai. Chai.
My God.
Chai latte.
Oh my God. Not a chai latte.
Guys, you see these balloons that are floating around? Love Is Blind. They just pop them all.
Oh God.
Pop the balloon.
Oh God.
What's their name?
Ashley
and father of all.
No, honestly, father of all, father to all.
Oh gosh.
So guys, obviously we all watched Love Is Blind. Did you end up watching it?
I didn't.
Okay, me and Sharon watched Tyler and Ashley, right?
Yes, Tyler and Ashley.
We all, and then you guys as well. Me and Sharon, we watched Love Is Blind, and obviously you guys know that there was this couple, Tyler and Ashley, where at first, like everything seemed to be going well. Like they were like the strongest couple.
What? They were giving Lauren and Cam.
Yeah, they
Season
were.
one.
That's what they were giving. Like everything was good. It was even black love. Like everything was like everyone was rooting for them.
The man was crying.
Yeah,
the woman was crying.
Like, they met each other's family. Blah blah blah. Then one episode, I think it's either they ended or they started with it.
Yeah, it
where
was
they
so
were
odd.
together and everyone was like
It felt so weird.
It felt
What do
so
you mean?
weird.
Like, what do you mean episode?
Like
This is now when they're like back.
this
home,
is like back when they're back
when they're
home,
living together.
when they're
in the
living
apartment.
together,
It's still part of the show.
Yeah, it's still part of the show.
yeah.
But there was a scene where I don't know whether it ended.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the episode ended or it started. I can't remember. But the way that they were sitting, it was like something had happened. Because a lot of the stuff that happens on Love Island, a lot of the juicy
Love Island
stuff.
or Love is Blind?
Love is Blind, sorry.
Yeah.
A lot of the juicy stuff that normally happens off camera.
Yeah.
And then they'll now come and say what's happening because obviously the cameras go down.
Yeah.
They and stuff happens. So the scene, they were there, they were sitting on a couch, their hands are in their head, their head is in their hands. They're doing all this stuff. Everyone's like, what's going on? That's how it is now revealed to us that Tyler,
Wedding is in how many weeks?
the wedding is in like 2 weeks or something.
Max
This is before,
2, maybe even 1.
And he's now revealed to Ashley that he has 2 biological children.
Yeah, so he said he basically has 3 kids.
3?
Yeah, the twins.
Oh yeah, 3.
He has 3 kids. They're all biological, basically. But he has
what do you mean
never.
biological?
Just wait.
He has never revealed this to her. He's telling her now, 2 weeks before the wedding, that he has children.
So why are you
one,
using the term
not
biological?
Just
2,
wait.
but 1,000.
So wait, before
But
so she didn't know that he had any kids.
I don't think she
didn't know.
She didn't
Okay,
know
no,
he
okay,
had
fine.
kids.
Now, let me fast forward so I can give a bit of context. The reason why the scene looked the way it was, and we later on found out, is because, like Tammy said, they had already discussed this stuff off camera because he didn't want to bring it up on camera. And she was like, there's no way we can film again tomorrow. Like, pretending to be la-di-da, we're so happy, when that's not the case. Like, she was like, you're gonna have to bring it up on camera. And he was like, I don't feel comfortable bringing it up on camera. And she was like, I can't pretend tomorrow. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, something has actually gone down. So that's why the scene kind of started with, like, it kind of felt like they were recapping a conversation they already had.
Yeah.
So basically, what we find out from what he's saying is that he has a friend who is gay. The woman is gay and she was married to another lady, right? And they wanted to have kids, and the whole sperm donor thing is expensive in the US.
Yeah.
And so he wanted to support his friend and said that he will donate his sperm. Fantastic. That's how they had the first kid. Now, guys, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments or if you remember. Then I believe they wanted to have a second kid or something. And then he said that he donated sperm again. And it turns out that it was twins, right?
Yeah.
Cool. That's what we're finding out. Now, the mother of the children came onto Instagram Live and was like, that's a whole load of nonsense. That's not what happened. The first child, yeah, that's true. But the second child was conceived naturally. So she was saying, we had sexual intercourse. I got pregnant with twins. And
this person is gay.
she's bi.
Maybe bisexual.
Maybe she's bi. I don't know.
Okay.
But
she's married to a
basically,
woman.
no, she was married.
Yeah, she
and
was
they
in
got,
a lesbian marriage.
Yeah.
And then I think
They got divorced, I think.
So when
And
the
then-
second child,
So hold on. So they got when she was married to the lady,
Yeah.
he was a sperm donor.
Yes.
Then they broke up, right?
So they
lived in the same building, and then things got heated one night or something, or maybe multiple occasions. Who can even really say?
Yeah.
And they had sexual intercourse, but they were like best friends. I don't know what kind of best friend that is. Yeah. This is anyway. We can get onto it. So they had sexual intercourse. This is what she said on Instagram Live, by the way. And also, the way the woman is coming on live as well. You watched it, right?
Yeah.
It felt like very genuine. Like I don't know
it didn't
about
feel
you.
fabricated.
Yeah,
was she like
it
guns
sounded
blazing,
like,
or was she?
No.
No, she was very calm. She was just
very
speaking into the
calm.
camera.
Yeah, she was
and
like,
it's
I didn't even
like
wanna-
someone saying their truth. Like that's
Yeah.
how
and
it was.
she was saying more like she didn't even want to do this, but she feels like because also Ashley on the show, right, asked him. This is still now the same conversation. Have you seen what the kids look like?
Yeah.
He said no.
No.
She said the reason she's now coming is because he's denying his children on camera, on TV.
Yeah.
And she feels like she has to vindicate her kids, basically.
Yeah.
And be like, tell the truth, because she doesn't want her kids to grow up later and then find out that their dad was lying about them on TV.
Mind you, pictures now came out
Not with him, with the kids.
with him and the kids, as in happy family.
He's wearing some dad's t-shirt.
Yeah,
or
like,
something.
was there not even one that they took a picture for like Christmas and they were all
something like
that? Like, he was very much playing
Involved.
a big role. Like, it wasn't like he was just a sperm donor and went away. He was very much involved in these kids' life. He would take them out. He would be like, they would be with his parent, like his mom.
Hey.
Like they'd all be happy,
Together.
happy family.
Yeah.
Yay.
And like he was even saying things like he was saying stuff about how he's like never met the kids or he doesn't know what they look like or whatever the case may be. She was like, but you said goodbye to them before you went on the show.
Huh.
Like, as in you said bye to the kids. So then anyway, I don't know, I didn't watch this interview, but I think he went on to Jessie Woo's
Oh,
thing.
Lord.
And
She
if
even
you
made
guys
a TikTok. Did you see it? I sent
yeah,
it to you.
her singing in praise
Yeah.
and worship. So basically, I don't know if you guys remember Dr. Maureen, who came onto our podcast a while ago.
Yeah.
She texted me. I'm gonna read some of it just because it she's obviously from a medical point of view. Hey Sharon, how are you all? Loving everything about the new set. Not sure how connected you guys are with this particular person. She was like, she's interested in getting on their podcast because she just wants to basically like counter some of the things that Tyler has now said that aren't even medically possible.
Okay.
And that he's been lying. No, some of the things that she said that he said, she said that she wants to clarify some of the facts about sperm donation in light of the Tyler Love is Blind situation. Then she said, as you know, my commitment is more to sharing scientific facts and destigmatizing sperm donation. I don't need to make any money off of it. God just told me that I need to spread the news and like the actual true facts. She's apparently he started making a mockery of sperm donation to cover himself and has been creating kind of a damaging image of like sperm donation. And then I think he said something about like, yeah, I think he said something about. He said apparently that the children's mum saved the sperm from the first donation and put it in the fridge.
Oh, good
She said
night.
sperm cannot survive more than a few hours without being put in liquid nitrogen or stored a couple 100 degrees below freezing. There is no freezer that the average civilian has that can do that.
That's crazy.
When Dr. Maureen sent me that, I was crying because honestly, it's actually true. Like the lengths that he was going to. And the thing is, it's so sad because I genuinely feel like he was a nice guy, but I just think this is just one of those cases where you have not been forefront. And this is where, you know, when we've had conversations before about, is lying omitting the truth? Like, if you never say anything, is it still lying? And I think this is a perfect example of how that is still lying.
Yeah.
Because you're not omitting the truth. I don't have to ask you if you have kids for you to know that you need to tell me you've got 3.
In the show, she didn't, because I feel like Love is Blind. Most people always
Maybe
talk
she
about
did,
kids.
but
Maybe
it wasn't
she did, but
televised.
we didn't see it, or maybe they just
Because I think he was trying to say it never really came up.
or something like that.
Like he didn't really feel like he had an opportunity to say it, and then he was. I think
Because you know, what's that guy, Ollie from Love is Blind UK?
Yeah.
He mentioned that when you're going into the pods, they give you a list of questions to say, like, obviously you guide the conversation, but they say these are like important things that you should consider
ask.
and ask about your thing.
Yeah.
And kids is one of the questions. So I'm just like, I wonder if she maybe she might purposely or forgotten.
Maybe she asked and he said no, because technically, if you're doing real sperm donation, like you have kids, but it's like
but
it's
he
not.
still lied because the twins are his biological children.
No, they're all his biological children, right?
But I mean, like,
and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like
the twins were not sperm donors.
I know, but what I'm saying is that when people donate sperm, you cannot now say that. I have a child.
That's my child.
I have
So
children.
it could
So
be-
that's probably
The only rebuttal to that, though, is remember he was saying, like the woman told us, that he even verified this actually, I think maybe on the reunion or something, that he told the lady like he wants to be involved in the child's life when like her and the woman split up, because he was like, I think he was basically saying that he didn't really grow up with like a father figure in his home, and like he would love to be that for that kid. So like, even though I get like you're not that's not really your child, but like from time you've gone and told them that you want to assume that role as father, right? And then you've told the mother of the kids, and the kids call you, and the child calls you dad. Sorry, you have a child. Or at least,
no. I'm saying what you're saying is completely 100% right, but I'm saying that he probably, when Ashley asked him, do you have kids? He probably said no, because in the context of how the children came about, it was by his not sperm donation. Yeah. Because if I give someone my egg now and then you go, you're not going to say that, oh, that's my kid. That's my kid. Yeah. No, you're doing a good favor. Like, same way, I don't know, it's not the same thing, but kidney. That's now your kidney. I've given it to you. Do you get what I mean? So it's not I'm going to be like, oh no, that's now my kidney. I've given it to you. So that's what it is. So I would never, like, if I ever get into a position where I want a child and maybe I don't have a husband or something like that, and I use sperm donation, that man is not my child's father. Sorry.
I know it only applies for the first child, I guess, not for the twins.
That's even if it happened like that. You don't even know with this story now.
But I was going to say as well, like with the whole, you know, when like same thing as surrogacy, but I don't know, I think it might be in the sense that like you can determine it at the point of birth who is like the legal father, like legally who is the father. So like, for example, obviously in the first situation where he donated sperm, they would have said that this is our kid, like legally. So obviously one of them has obviously gone through and delivered the baby as well. So then you determine like, it's mine, I'm keeping it, then it's legal. But then with the one where he obviously impregnated her, if she still wanted to say that like he is not the father, she very much can. So like legally,
how?
Like you can say legally like he's not like you can make it a legal thing that like he isn't the father. So basically what I'm saying is obviously the DNA will still say biologically he's a father.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is
legally you don't have to have a father on the birth certificate of a child.
Oh, okay. So you could just decide you could just have the mum.
Yeah, you can just have the mum and say that there's no father and keep it like that.
That might be a US thing.
Is it a requirement here?
I'm just saying, because the only reason I know about what you're talking about is because of paternity court. But I'm just saying I don't know if in the UK that still stands. I just don't know. But yeah. Anyway, what we actually wanted to say is that they're no longer together. So Ashley and Tyler have now come out to say, she said, she can't do this no more. Yeah. And I think, to be honest,
the red flag was too much.
It was too much,
like,
man.
For you, like. And the thing is, genuinely, I do think that they were in love with each other and whatever. Because, like we said, before they had that sit-down scene, everything was going fine. I even think that they had met the parents before
the scene.
That scene?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, like...
genuinely, I think this wedding was in days.
Like, because he had met her dad or something that. Like, everything was going swimmingly well until it wasn't. Yeah. So it was kind of like, this one's a bit of a blow. And it's like, it's not like a little white lie that you can be like, oh, okay, yeah, we can. No. Yeah. These are 3 children.
Crazy. How old are they?
I think as well.
They were below 10.
Even below 5, I think.
God damn.
The first one, I think, is below 5. I know the twins were definitely like young.
Actually, I don't know how old the eldest one is.
Yeah, but all of them were below 10.
But I think as well, like, another issue with this guy was even when he tried to say, because he went on Dear Future Wifey and I watched like half of. Yeah. But he blasted, like, the host, like, not blasted, but like, he like told him, listen, mate, like, you have made too many mistakes here. Like, you need to, he was like, you need to be honest and you need to be upfront. Anyway, what I'm even trying to say is that, like, the issue with him is I just don't think that he was ever honest from the get-go. Even when he said about having kids, like, he didn't tell the full story. He wasn't honest in the beginning. Like, and I think the reason Ashley has now gotten to where she is because it felt like new things were coming out every single day.
Yeah.
And she's probably just like, listen, like, I just can't. And like, he would give the excuse, which is what he said on Dear Future Wifey, that like, he lied about not having seen the kids because he was like, he didn't want it to be on camera and like he was trying to protect the kids, but brother.
Protect the kids.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's sad.
Let us know what you guys think about this whole monarchy.
Yeah,
I'm
when
happy
I put it on my story and I tagged you, so many people were like, what?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Blah, blah.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
But honestly, she was doing like my man.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
So it's sad.
Yeah.
Because she really did defend him like to the end. But
Ciao.
just gets to a point where you're like, listen, I can't do this anymore.
So sad. I mean, I can imagine as well for the kids, it will be difficult when they eventually watch stuff like that back.
Yeah.
But well,
Yikes.
For real. But anyway, guys, like we already said and acknowledged, obviously it's Valentine's Day. So we're going to kick off with a quick game. But this is not related to Valentine's Day, but we just want to make this episode a bit more bubbly. So this is the top 5 game. And essentially with this game, each of us are going to make a list of 5 things. And they basically all need to have something in common. And then it's up to the other girls to deliberate and guess what that thing is. So, for example, I might name like, should I just give like a random example? I might not list 5, but let's say, if I say Loughborough, if I say Malta, if I say Amsterdam, what would that, like just even those 3, what would you say that common thing is?
Places that we've all been together.
Yeah, perfect. So that's an example of it. So let's see how good the girls are and how good we all are really guessing the thing that we have in common. So who wants to go first?
It's your game. You start.
Oh, we want me to start?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let me hear the things that you've written down.
I've only got one set and mine's actually, I feel like you might be able to get it. But cool. I'm going to list these 5 things. My 5 things are people.
Okay.
Brittany Bell, Alyssa Scott, Mariah Carey, Lanisha Cole, Brie Tessie.
I don't even know those people.
Oh.
R&B. Keisha Cole.
Who's
Who's the first person?
List them again.
Brittany Bell.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Well, I can't really say.
Okay,
who
no,
they
you
are.
can't
say, okay.
Brittany Bell, Alyssa Scott, Mariah Carey, Brie Tessie, Lanisha
Artist.
Cole.
Nick Cannon.
Yay!
Mariah Carey.
Yeah, all of the girls that Nick Cannon has children with.
I didn't know that her child was with Nick Cannon.
What? That's the
Mariah Carey.
You do realise that they
were married.
Oh, is that who she was married to?
Hey. God.
Oh, I didn't know.
Those are his first
Those are his
children.
first children.
Ah!
That was like his
Morocco
first. That was
Morocco
like,
and
I don't know. It's like one, not monies. I don't know.
Morocco and something. I
Oh,
forgot
the kids' names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it all
Oh,
started.
I
His
didn't
villain
know.
story started with Mariah
Yeah,
and how
Mariah
she broke his
Carey.
heart.
She broke his heart.
Yeah, I feel like it was
I
part.
can't remember what it was, but that was the first.
That was
Yeah.
his Roman Empire. Hey, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, I'm shocked that you didn't know that. That's crazy. But
I'm
yeah,
shocked. I don't really know things.
Fairs.
Okay.
That one shocked me. I can't lie, but
that's
yeah,
a
go
serious
on.
one.
You
I should
yours.
do mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plastic, chicken, shisha, rain, Ryanair. This should be easy.
Oh,
A trip to Marbella.
Yeah.
Marbella.
It's even plastic.
Okay, mine is breakfast, university, Weatherspoons, shorts, night out.
Polygirls.
That's funny.
That's a good one,
That
right?
is so funny.
Weatherspoon.
Oh my gosh,
days.
yeah.
Wait, list the things again.
Shorts, university, breakfast, Weatherspoons, night out.
Oh.
Night out. Okay,
Yeah, that's a good one. For those of you who don't know, Polygirls is like the name of our group.
Yeah,
And yeah, all those things basically is how the group name was formed.
exactly.
Yeah, we won't say more than
we won't
that.
say more than that.
That's enough. Even the name of the group chat. Even saying the name of the group chat
Yeah,
is even a lot.
something.
Ah.
Yeah, it's even
Brother.
true. Very,
It's
very
even a lot,
true.
man,
But yeah,
because
good. That's not bad.
It's good.
Not bad.
But anyway, guys, before we get further into the episode, just wanted to remind you guys to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening to us on any of the audio platforms, make sure you give us a follow, leave a comment, and also a 5-star rating with a review. It really helps push the podcast a lot further. Also, make sure that you're following us on all of our socials, the Uncut Podcast, right?
Yep.
That's the app. On Instagram, on X, on Snapchat, and
TikTok.
and on TikTok. And also, we wanted to give a shout out and a thank you to Amarante, who have gifted us these beautiful box of flowers that you guys can see on the
Yeah.
center table. We love them. They're the Infinity Roses and they last a lifetime.
Yeah.
Like the love that you should be finding.
So guys, you know what to do. Make sure you send the link to this. It'll be in the description box. But send the link to your man. This is Monday. He's got 4 working days. And they even have next day delivery. So he will come in time. No excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses.
Make sure.
Yeah, and
yes.
I was going to say that this is the large black round suede rose box. So write that in the search bar.
Yeah.
When you get to the website, this is what you're going to get.
Exactly.
And if you're a man listening, you already know what to do.
Yeah, man, exactly.
Yes.
And I feel like as well, it's really, even though obviously like the Infinity is also, you're meant to say your love is, you know, everlasting, blah, blah, blah. Also, I just feel,
to everlasting.
I just feel like it's obviously really nice. Like, I feel like people love flowers as like decor.
Yeah.
And this is obviously something that's like, you don't have to be
Keep
stressing
buying
yourself.
them.
Hey.
Looking for water.
Hey.
Where's my thing
Yeah,
cutter?
exactly.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, what is like the longest time you've kept like a flower like going? Like you know when you notice this
More
thing
than
is
7 days.
more than 7 days.
Yeah, I think like coming up second
Coming up.
week. 2
Okay.
weeks.
Yeah,
2
I would
weeks.
say so.
Yeah.
There was one
It-
that you're still here. I think I was.
And it
I
depends-
travelled for work and I came back and I was like, this thing is still alive.
It depends what type of, like, the way you change the water and what you put in the water. Sometimes, because I've tried different methods on how to keep flowers as long as possible. I put bleach, sugar, copper. Yeah, it works.
Wow.
A little bit of bleach in
Copper.
like
Where did you
copper, as
find
in
that?
like a penny,
Wow.
a penny or
You're
stuff.
trying that.
Yeah,
The max
I
I've
love
done.
flowers. I love flowers.
The max I've done is do the when
The slanted.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's
The
like
max.
greater
That's what you have to
Isn't
do.
that what you do for all?
That's what you have to do.
That's what I'm saying. That's the max I've done.
Oh, I thought you said like as in like that's what you tried to do, like to try and extend
no, that's what
it.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, no. That's the
As a-
max. As in, I trim the thing at an angle. Max. This one, adding bleach, adding copper penny,
Yeah.
adding
Yeah, because I'm just trying to see how
how to make it last.
how to make
longer.
it last longer.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that Tammy finds it an ick, but I think it depends on what I'm receiving the flowers for. So, like for example,
What do I find is an ick?
I was gonna get there. So sometimes I do like when a flower arrives and it's actually in the bud. So it's not,
as in-
it's not bloomed at all.
Oh.
So therefore that helps with the duration because it takes a while to bloom and then you then have the however many days you'd have it. So I know that I think you would prefer, like you said that.
I just like it when I see and then it's
there,
it's
it's
flowers.
full, it's
Because,
there.
and obviously some of them are still budded, but some of them are
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
are out.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind a mixture.
mixture.
It's not more so It's not more so the
An
bud.
ick.
It's not an ick, and it's not an ick as well.
just a preference.
It's just a preference. And for me, I just want, if I'm being presented with something,
That's what I'm saying. So
I just want it
you
to
wouldn't
look.
you wouldn't want to be presented with an all bud.
No,
flower.
because
That's what
what's
I'm saying.
the,
So
because
you
what's
like,
the
what the
point?
heck is this? Yeah.
I would have just gone and buy it myself.
That's what I'm saying. I know
If
that you would say
am I
something
a
like that.
gardener?
That's
Why
what
am
I'm
I
saying.
waiting for?
That's what I'm saying. That she was saying.
Am I
that.
waiting for? I don't. What am I
That's
waiting
so
for?
funny. Yeah, no. Somebody turning up to your house with no
Just-
bloomed
Yeah,
flowers is
exactly.
Like now, I have to put in all the hard work to. You could have spent £5 more. and
I like a mixture though, like
Yeah,
you
like
guys
a
were
mixture.
saying. Like obviously, I don't want it all
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
Do you know my favorite flowers are actually tulips, but they're the ones that like the dye comes off the thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like. That's the one
that's
thing I don't like
annoying.
about it. It looks pretty, but
Yeah, but
the,
flip
But then I
it
just I
stains.
trim all the I trim that stuff.
Oh, maybe that's why they're dying.
No, but I'd like after a while, like because I don't think it does it straight away. I think it's after a couple of days.
Yeah,
Okay, so
after
you don't do it
days.
straight away when you get it. You get it
No,
after.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay,
a
fine.
couple of days later, boy, because that thing stained
No,
my
it
carpet. Like
stains.
I
But it
had
comes
to-
out though.
It does come out, but
Eventually.
it takes effort, boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, lilies. I love lilies.
What are
I
your
love
favorite
some white
flowers actually?
roses.
So what's yours?
Lilies, tulips, white roses,
Yeah, nice. What would
even
you say
red
yours
roses.
are?
To be honest.
I would say roses, but I like it when there's like a mixture,
Of color.
not color, just a mixture of different flowers.
Oh, okay.
And I like peonies as well. If that's
Yeah.
how you say it, peonies. I think it's
Nice.
peonies.
I think I like roses. I always don't know how to pronounce it. Hydrangeas.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying, but I don't know how to
Let me see if
pronounce
I can.
it.
I'll see. We will put a picture. I really like them. Like I feel like they're just really cute. I'll show you now. But yeah, I think though I like a rose. I can't lie. A rose
Yeah,
is
rose is
pretty
nice.
nice. But yeah. Anyway, guys, if you guys are wanting to even gift your girls, doesn't have to be always, you know, men and women or whatever, you want to give the girl some flowers, this love, show some love to someone, make sure you check out Amarante London. They have such good flowers. So pretty, as you can see. So yeah, make sure you guys check them out. Cool. Should we go on to Don't Get Me Started?
Yes. So this week, I asked the question on our Instagram story. So even before I get into it, Don't Get Me Started is a game that we play. We post a question on our Instagram stories and then we get responses from all of you guys. So if you're not following us on Instagram, make sure you do. Yeah. So the question this week was, what's the most awkward / craziest thing that has happened to you on Valentine's Day? And people, a lot of crazy things are happening.
Crazy things are happening.
So, got asked to be his Valentine's. On Valentine's Day, he took me to meet his ex-wife and kids.
What?
Okay, so
why?
Ex-wife. Why? His ex-wife and kids. Maybe that's what. Maybe it's a gift. Maybe she's been begging for it.
Sorry?
Who is begging to see someone's ex?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Maybe she's begging to see the kids and then she just mentioned that.
Yeah, to be honest, there's nothing wrong with meeting someone's ex-wife and kids, but I don't think that should be a thing on Valentine's Day. Can you take me to a restaurant? The fuck?
Hey, that is a surprise, boy. You know, it was a surprise.
No,
hey, one thing about men, they're gonna be audacious on that day.
Honestly, again, what's the most craziest / awkward thing that's happened to you on Valentine's Day? She gave a guy a 6-pack of Red Bull because he likes it, and he got her nothing.
Say it again.
But even that 6-pack.
That's what I was even thinking. She gave a guy a 6-pack of Red Bull because he liked it.
Yeah.
And then he got her nothing.
Yeah, I don't think he needed to get you anything.
What do you mean for Valentine's Day?
No, because the reason I'm saying that is like it's sounding like the relationship is not that serious for you to be giving him a 6-pack of Red Bull. So it's
some
sounding
girls
like
are in very much serious relationships and they ain't gifting their man anything.
Nah, but 6-pack of Red Bull is giving.
Nah, don't get it twisted. I know the gift itself, but like I said, girls are very much.
I think that's
Valentine's
weird as well.
I know, but they are in relationships, serious relationships, not gifting, because a lot of girls have the perception that Valentine's Day is for them.
That's crazy. But this situation sounds like we're in the early stages or something. So I'm going to give you something that you like. But it's sounding like the guy's thinking we're not in anything serious. So that's why I turned up with nothing. I don't know.
I don't know. I just found it funny.
Maybe they went out for dinner, because when did she give it to him?
Boy, I don't know.
I'm thinking like they must be at a setting for her to give him.
Wow, maybe I will.
Okay, yeah, fair. Then,
okay. Yeah. Gifted me a used necklace. Actually, his ex's.
Hey,
who gave it back to him after they broke up.
That's crazy.
Nah,
that's crazy.
That's what you call.
How do you even find that out though? I mean,
that's
you
what
must
you
have seen
call,
it. You
probably went to the babe's Instagram.
Yeah, you saw one picture. Hold on a minute. Are you telling me the truth?
Maybe it just looked used.
Yeah, but the fact that she said exes, that means she knows that the ex has had it. Otherwise, unless he admitted it once, she was like, "Where did you get this from?" And he's like, "Oh, you know, like I've even heard men. I know it's not to do Valentine's Day, but I've heard men say like, oh yeah, like if I gift someone some men are just crazy, guys. I swear to God. Sorry not to make this a men bashing thing, but oh yeah, if I but when I give a girl an engagement ring, if she like doesn't accept it, or like if we get engaged and then we don't get married and I have my ring back, it's fine for me to gift that same ring to someone else."
Huh?
That's something that a lot of guys will say.
I don't even understand that.
Bruh.
We don't have time for things like that, please.
It is well indeed.
So the same ring.
The same ring. They said it's theirs.
The only exception is if maybe it was your mother's ring.
Yeah, like a family heirloom.
Yeah.
Like
a family heirloom or whatever they call it. If you've gone to, what's that street?
Hatton
something. And you've bought the ring. And then now because your engagement broke off, you're going to use that same ring.
That's too crazy.
Yeah.
Are you mad? Are you stupid?
Mad or something?
Are you stupid or something? A boy asked my friend to be his Valentine. She said no, and he saw me eating the chocolates he gave her. So the friend was eating the chocolate.
I'm so done. It is well.
He bought me flowers, but never gave them to me. Yet he posted them on Instagram. I don't know where he took them.
Hold on, you know,
Maybe
damn
they
well that was a
weren't for
Google
you
image.
then.
I could have been a Google image.
Maybe the flowers weren't for you.
What? How have you never seen them?
Let me read the question again.
Oh my God.
What's the most crazy / awkward thing that's happened to you on Valentine's Day? My grandmother died.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May her soul rest in peace.
Yeah. Okay. This one is funny. My crush had flowers and was coming towards me, so I hugged him, and then I turned.
Go away.
What happened?
Go away.
My crush had flowers and was coming towards me, so I hugged him. I turned, and his new girlfriend was behind me.
Yeah, that's awkward.
So she thought that it was
flowers-
coming, and the flowers was coming to her, but the new girlfriend was behind her.
How does he even start explaining that one now?
Honestly. What?
Error.
Imagine if she was like, oh my God, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Man,
Damn,
this is
that
not
is
for you.
peak.
crazy, isn't it? My now ex said that he was going to be busy during Valentine's Day. I call him out with another girl.
Of course, if he's busy, what else is he
Yeah,
doing?
man, he didn't lie. He's busy.
He's busy now, isn't he?
Just busy, not with you.
My boyfriend didn't wish me a happy Valentine's Day, but wished his Instagram followers one on his story.
Hey!
What? That's
What?
crazy.
People are mad. That is so funny. Damn.
He gifted me everything I told him I didn't like.
That has to be intentional, surely.
What?
He hates you. What do you mean he gifted you everything
everything you said you
that
don't
you
like.
don't like?
Unless maybe he thought you said, I
Do
like.
like.
Yeah, I do like instead of I don't like. Because for him to go to the extent of gifting everything.
Mezzo.
on,
Mezzo.
surely.
Mezzo. Damn.
Someone said, I was in another town for work and went out to eat solo. So this is on Valentine's Day. They put me right in the middle of the restaurant. So it means that everybody around her was doing lovely, lovely, make my eyes go yummy, yummy. Nobody gonna love you the way I do.
That's so funny.
Hey,
That's
God.
crazy. Hey, yeah.
Damn.
He blocked me on the 13th, then unblocked me 6 days later, then told me his grandmother had passed away. That is a scheme and a scam.
Literally. A
Can
scheme
you
that
not
Trump set
stop
up with.
killing off your grandparents? Like, seriously.
Hey.
That reminds me of that TikTok that I always see. Always comes up.
It's like,
oh,
start a
every
new
single
job.
time
Yeah.
you start a new job, your grandparents are now alive.
Alive
You now
again.
got 4 grandparents.
Hey.
It's
One
crazy.
by one.
2 by 2.
Right. On the line, wait.
Hey, that is so
That's
funny.
crazy.
Damn.
During Valentine's, I saw my ex at the same restaurant asking another girl to be his girlfriend.
Hey, yeah, that is awkward. Hey, yeah, painful as well.
Okay, this one said, my partner telling me they don't celebrate Valentine's Day a few days to Valentine's Day.
Hey,
The thing that I don't understand is, what do you mean that you don't celebrate
Celebrate.
Valentine's Day? Like
The day exists
will be,
already.
and then some guys will be like, because I'm sure, like, obviously, I understand that, like you said, people think that Valentine's Day is for girls and stuff
Yeah.
like that, which is fine. But at the same time, it's like, it's actually a day to just celebrate
Yeah,
the
you don't
love that
have
you
to
have
do
for
anything
each other.
extravagant.
And the thing is, you don't have to do anything like big or extravagant or stuff like that. Like simple flowers, like these ones in front.
Yeah.
Simple. Maybe if you want to, some people don't even like going out because it's so busy and stuff like that. Like that's the one day in the year where everywhere is busy. But my thing is that when men come and say that they don't celebrate Valentine's, or they'll give you that cliche, oh, every day with me is Valentine's Day.
Oh,
no,
go
it's
away.
not. So what's the most crazy / awkward thing that's happened to you on Valentine's Day? Filed for divorce.
Kai. You end it how you starting. What? Hey,
That is too funny.
boy.
Oh, someone said he packed up and moved to London because he had to be there on the 14th, apparently.
Oh, go away. Go away.
That's
Hey,
Packed up
people
and
are
moved all his
crazy.
stuff.
Hey.
He returned my gifts and said it's because he called and I didn't pick up. Maybe I was cheating.
Oh, that's awkward.
There was no gifts in the
There was
first place.
no gift.
Which one that he's now returned it? There was no gifts in the first place.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh.
I think he's returned it back to the shop.
Impossible.
Because he called her.
One thing men gonna do is promise a gift and you ain't never gonna receive it.
You ain't.
And the thing is, it'll always be like unprovoked. Like,
Yeah.
it's not even like you're asking for the gift. It might not even be your birthday. Obviously, in this case, it's Valentine's Day. But there's sometimes where it's like, it's not a gift, like, it's nothing. They'll just be like, oh, I'm going to gift you this. I'm going to get you this. I'm going to take you here. I'm going to take you there. Okay.
Yeah.
They'll even be asking your
It's
best
now
friend.
January 2025.
Oh, what's her size? What
yeah,
color
what's your
does
thing?
she like?
What do you want? What's this? What's that? I beg.
You ain't ever
my
seen it.
gosh.
Yes, so guys, as you know, if you've been listening to us for a while, we have a playlist and it's called Song of the Week. It's available on Spotify and Apple Music. Each week we add songs to the playlist based on a theme. The theme for this month is love songs. And so yeah, we're going to be adding songs to our playlist. What songs are you guys adding?
Okay, I'll do Beyonce, I Care. I'll add that one to the playlist.
Good one.
Okay, I'm going to add Brandy. I'm going to add Aphrodisiac. You Don't Know Me. And I Thought.
Nice.
I'm going to add you know me, I like a little bit of a raunchy song. I'm gonna add Tank, and I'm gonna add When We, the original, and I'm also gonna add the remix as well, but we'll just put it in different order because the remix is very nice. So guys, those are songs we're adding to the playlist. The playlist can be found on Spotify, it can be found on Apple Music, and also it can be found on YouTube. So make sure you guys head over there to find out the playlist. And if you guys want to get a link, just head into the description box of wherever you're listening and watching from, and you will see a link to the playlist. Cool. So we're gonna play another game, and the name of this game is Love or Bluff. So basically, we are going to play like 2 truths and 1 lie, but it's basically all centered around relationships, dates, wherever it may be, and we have to guess which one is the lie. Cool. So which one of you guys wants to go first this time?
Tammy.
I'll say Sharon. Oh, okay. Tammy, you can go first.
Okay. I asked the guy if he was married, and he said we can discuss that later. I've kissed my male best friend.
Oh.
And my ex threw away my clothes after we broke up.
Oh, God.
I already know which. This is why this one is going to be a bit hard, because I feel like you guys will know the answer for me as well. But I know the answer for you.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, okay. You go first then.
Say it again.
I'll say them again. I asked the guy if he was married, and he said we can discuss that later.
Okay.
I've kissed my male best friend. My ex threw away my clothes after we broke up.
I'm going to guess.
You're guessing what the lie is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to guess the lie is kissing your male best friend, but I don't know if that's a lie.
Okay.
That's definitely the lie.
How do you know that that's definitely the lie?
Because the other two are true.
Like what? Is that right?
Yeah, so that's the lie.
Okay, cool. Okay. Sharon, what's yours?
I went on a date with a guy. I was telling him that I used to do athletics, 100 meters, and he said that I should race him there and then. That's number 1. Number 2, I used to date a guy long distance. Number 3, I went on a date with a guy and he ghosted me because I refused to kiss him on the first date.
Say it again.
Say them again.
Them all?
Yeah.
Okay, so I dated a guy who was like a fitness head.
Yeah.
I told him that I used to do 100 meters.
Yeah.
And he said that I should race him there and then.
Yeah.
Because he didn't believe that I
Yeah.
did athletics, which whatever.
Yeah.
I used to date a guy long distance. I went on a date with a guy and he ghosted me because I refused to kiss him on the first date.
Yeah, I actually don't know what the lie
that's good,
is.
okay.
Yeah, they all seem like they could happen to you.
Okay.
I'm going to guess that it's the first one. But I'm
Which
just
one's
like, I'm trying to think of the people you've dated and think if there's any athletic person that would actually dare to ask you or doesn't.
For a race?
Yeah, for a race there and then.
I'm crying. Okay.
What was the last one?
The guy.
I think I
ghosted.
actually said it in the wrong order than I've written it. Maybe the one about the guy
guy
ghosting
ghosting,
me.
yeah.
Oh, I went on a date with a guy and he ghosted me because I wouldn't kiss him on the first date.
I don't know. It sounds like something that men would do, and I feel like Yeah.
Oh wow, this is good. I was worried that you guys would know.
Okay, maybe the long distance one.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's the whatever you said first, which is around the racing there and then.
Okay, that's actually the lie.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Oh, that's the lie.
Yeah, racing there and then. I was like, ooh, the one that...
No, but I'm thinking
But
maybe
that's
there was,
actually-
but I'm just thinking that maybe it would just be a joke. Like it wouldn't be like
yeah.
that.
Race me then.
Yeah, race me then.
But no, do you know why I said that one? Yeah, I don't know if Beatrice will remember this, but honestly, it's one of the funniest tweets I've ever seen on Twitter. One girl, this was years ago, she was like, I went on a date with a guy that's like obsessed with the gym, and on the first date, he started running and he left me, and he
just kept on running?
Yeah, she never saw him again.
I'm crying.
But
That's so
God.
funny.
Yeah. Oh, you guys don't remember the guy that ghosted me because I said I was going to kiss him.
That's why I said
I don't remember that.
That's why I
Brother,
thought.
I don't remember that.
I think I've even said it on the pod before.
Well, so
so
he
crazy.
just ghosted you
Just
because
ghosted
Yeah, he was like, and then he started saying to me that, oh, we were on the date, and then I think we were talking about like careers and stuff, and he was like, oh, you wouldn't understand anyway because you're still too junior.
Oh,
I said, right. It was a very strange date.
Very interesting.
It was a very strange date.
Guy. Okay, cool. I feel like mine will be very obvious, but I know mine actually is obvious because you girls know. Well, anyway, I'm not talking too much.
Okay.
I
Spoken a lot.
the other one just with explanation.
Oh, my explaining.
okay, hold on. Cool.
She even changing it.
No, I want to add a bit more. First is I dated an engaged man. Second, I've almost been arrested on a date by being caught in the car. Third, I thought he sent me a gift, a Valentine's Day gift, because it arrived on that day. And he called me and said, by the way, that gift is not for Valentine's. I'm not your Valentine.
What's the first one?
I've dated an engaged man.
They're all true.
You think they're all true?
The only one I think is a lie, maybe the last one.
Okay.
I know why Tammy's saying they're all true because they've all happened, but it's just I think you've added something onto the end that is the lie.
Okay.
So
I think
am
the
I
fir-
allowed
I
to
think-
explain?
I think the first. Okay, maybe the first one is a lie.
The first one is true. The first one is definitely true.
No. I can understand why the first one could be true.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking, was he engaged at the time?
Yes. Okay. No, he was engaged at the time. That one is true, but she just didn't know. I'm adding that one for context, please.
No. Obviously, we're not
I'm
adding-
gonna add at the end.
Okay, sorry,
yeah.
before they're already saying, but you know how some people now will pause it
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
I'd be like,
yeah.
oh my day, she needs to go watch.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that first one is true.
Yes, I have dated an engaged man.
Yeah, she just didn't know at the time.
Yeah.
The second one, that happened, but I don't think she almost got arrested. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think any police guy saw anything. The third one...
I remember I said, I've almost been arrested on a date by being caught in the car.
Yeah. I don't think you were almost arrested.
Okay.
I'm not sure though. That could be true. The bit that the
what
third
I'm saying,
one
the
is
third
throwing
one.
me.
I think the third one is a
because-
lie.
No, the third one is throwing me because I know exactly who it's about. But I think it was half of it was the birthday present and half of it was Valentine's Day. Or I couldn't remember if he was moving like, you haven't accepted my proposal, so I'm not your Valentine, that's your birthday present. Because I remember it was like sweets or something. So that's why
I think the third one is a lie.
Okay.
I think the second one's a lie.
Okay. So it's actually the second one that's a lie.
Woo!
And the third one did happen.
The second one, I'm sure.
I haven't been arrested on a date.
This girl.
Thank God for words. But no, the third one did happen.
gosh.
So he literally said to me, like, you're not my Valentine.
It was sweets, right?
Yeah,
Or something.
he got me
yeah,
sweets
like
and
loads
stuff.
of sweets.
And this was obviously, for context, my birthday is the day before Valentine's Day, but the gift arrived.
Yeah.
I think on Valentine, it might have been like.
Was it a day late or something?
I think it arrived on your birthday, but you didn't open it to the next day.
Yeah,
or
maybe I
something.
can't remember. But yeah, like he was just like, by the way, I'm not your Valentine's because we weren't together. And you know when guys want to make a point, like, well, for me anyway, because my birthday the day before Valentine's Day, like making a point. This ain't for Valentine's. This ain't. I'm not your Valentine. I'm like, okay. But anyway, yeah. So those three things are the things that I listed. But yeah, hopefully you guys found that fun. if there's anything that you want more story times from, sorry, you're not getting it.
Maybe on Patreon. Please subscribe.
Literally. Cool. Should we go on to the dilemma then?
Yes. Okay. So let me find it. I was saying to Tammy, somebody sent us this dilemma a year ago, so I'm so sorry that we're only getting to it now, but we prioritize people on Patreon. Cool. About 2 months ago, a very good old friend of mine had come over with her husband and baby to stay at mine to watch a big sports event together. We were drinking and chatting when I realised she wasn't, and she ended up revealing that she was pregnant again, but she wasn't even 3 months, so it was risky to share. She ended up passing out with her kid and her husband, as in falling asleep with her kid. And her husband and I ended up staying up and chatting. He's a very good friend of mine.
Okay.
As we're talking, he gradually keeps on mentioning things that he asked me not to mention to her. And it starts making me a little bit uncomfortable. But Lord knows, the things that I'm keeping for her. We decide that it's late and bedtime, so we head off in our own ways to our respective rooms. 10 minutes later, he comes to my room and wants to hook up with me. I said, hell no. And he even said he'll make it fun. Sorry. I told him to get out of my room, and he did. I cried the whole next day and couldn't look at him. I didn't want to tell her out of fear that she'd miscarry or not believe me. I ended up confronting him a few weeks later, but before I even did, he apologized. I said I was grateful for the apology and that it came with a warning that if I ever see him step out of line, I won't hesitate to tell her. And the only reason I didn't tell her is because she's pregnant. I also said that if I wasn't happy with what he said, I was going to tell her. I ended up feeling somewhat content, but the situation has been... she swore, so I'm trying to think. The situation has been effing me up. I hate knowing things about other people that they don't. I've always thought that they were so in love and so solid. I have no idea if I've handled this the right way at all. I ended up speaking to my mum, and she said everyone deserves one chance at grace. Just one. Bearing in mind, she has never cheated, but has been cheated on and it messed her up badly. That's her mum that she's speaking about. I have no idea if he's done this before, but maybe that's the friend she's talking about. I don't know. It's not clear. I have no idea if it's something that he's done before, but something in my... Okay, sorry, that's her mum. Are you guys following?
No. Yes.
Oh, you're not? Okay, cool. So the mum said everyone deserves one chance at grace. And she's saying, bear in mind the fact that my mum's been cheated on and it messed her up really badly. I have no idea if he's done this before, but something in my gut is telling me something is going on. I don't know if this is because of my whole view of him has been shattered. Also, when I say the things I've kept for her, it's not relationship breaking, just things I keep for my girl because she's my girl. No cheating. I'd never help somebody do that. That's crazy. What would you guys do in that sort of situation? Would you say something to your friend? She's like less than 3 months along.
Less than 3 months along.
Yeah. She's not even through her first trimester yet.
Yeah, it's tough. I think, you're going to have to get the person to deliver the news when they can.
Which person?
Which person?
As in the partner that's cheating. Or is that the perspective? Ask me as a friend, what would I do?
Yeah.
If the guy was trying to move to me, I would say that he has to tell the girl at some point. That's what I would do. I don't think I could be the one to deliver that sort of news. Sorry. It's not me that's having something on my head. Yeah.
What about you?
I'll tell her right then and there.
Really? Next morning?
Really?
Yeah. If you want to believe me, believe me. If you don't, bah.
Yeah, it's tough. I think if it was a case where I had known they had obviously because it's first trimester, but it depends. Some people are still quite open with pregnancy and just sharing it. I don't know if the sharing was... No,
she wasn't open about it. It was just the fact that they were at her house and she wasn't drinking. Yeah. And it was kind of why are you not drinking sort of thing? And maybe she asked a couple of times. And she was I didn't want to tell anyone.
Yeah, yeah. I feel if it was a case where it was open, we all know that she was pregnant and we all know she was in her first trimester, it might have been a bit more easier for me to say something.
What do you mean? Who's the we? Everybody knows in the room.
Everyone that's
no, but knows. As in it's been a proper announcement, and she felt comfortable just sharing. The only reason why I know is because I inquired about her drinking, for example. But you know, like some people properly announce, "Oh, we're having a baby," and stuff like that.
But what changes?
I think for me, it's more that the worry, because like clearly, like she's anxious because you said it's early stage. Something to do with, like,
I think that's just
normally
like
after medically after 12 weeks.
Yeah,
that's when, like, because the first 12 weeks is a high chance of having a
100%.
miscarriage.
But some people are very much, again, people have different attitudes to it, even though they would advise you to kind of wait and see, and people tend to do that anyway to safeguard themselves. But some people are very open. Like if we were very close, someone might tell me that they're pregnant before.
But that doesn't change the fact that it's still high risk in the first 12
I know,
months.
but I think the fact that I know, I don't have to explain it. Like I know it is high risk, but clearly, like, she didn't even want me to know in the first place. So I'm just like, it's really like, I can just feel like it's a bit more sensitive than someone who's a bit more.
But that's coming from a medical perspective, because they advise you that you don't say, or you don't tell a lot of people, or
of course,
you try and be as safe as possible, because that's when there's a high chance of miscarriage.
Yeah.
But whether, I'm trying to understand, even if she had announced it and maybe she was 12 weeks, what changes in the fact that her husband tried to move?
No, I would just have less of a guilty conscious of the fact that, like, you know, where you can just tell, like, people are nervous about, people deal with pregnancy very, like, differently, right? So somebody that's very eager to share quickly, like, not trying to say I can deliver them news, but clearly, like, you're someone that, unlike, you're just more, I don't know, maybe emotionally, you're just like, you understand the risk and you're still willing to share it. So therefore, like, you're not really as, in my view, I'll take it as
in the first 12 weeks. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, in the first 12 weeks.
Yeah, but that's just a bit irresponsible.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's irresponsible. I'm just saying that's the only thing that will make me feel like maybe she can emotionally be a bit more, like, in tune. But for someone that's already, I wouldn't have even known that she was pregnant. Clearly, like, this is something that she's really waited. She's taking the medical advice. She's trying to do all of that. So, like, she's she's obviously anxious about the pregnancy herself.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't think what you're saying is, I don't know what the word is.
Correlating.
Yeah, because it's like, even if somebody announces something,
you wouldn't say that you wouldn't say they're less anxious.
No, they might be still just as anxious.
They might be still anxious, but they're just excited about the fact that they're bringing life into this world.
For me, the reason why I come to that conclusion is because I'm like, if you know, and if you've been medically advised to, like, say something, like, in my head, you understand the risks and you're still willing to share. So there's a level of, like,
what are you? I'm trying to understand what you're referring to in terms of. You said medically, yeah, okay. We've established that within the first 12 weeks, that's a high chance of. Yeah. That's where people miscarry the most.
Yeah.
After the 12 weeks, that's when they're like, oh, you know, you finish your first trimester, whatever, that you're still carrying the baby, whatever. Even if I announce the 13th week, 14th week, 50 weeks, even if you deliver me bad news, it can still affect me, whether I've announced it 100%. Or not. Say it with, like, Khloe from Khloe Kardashian, when the whole thing with Tristan happened, she was like, I think she was like 7 months or 8 months. Yeah. Like, she was well into her pregnancy, but it still caused her stress. But for me, it's not because she's announced it doesn't mean that she can now take something emotional. Her announcing it doesn't have anything to do with
you're saying that as because you're doing that as a conclusion, which I get is a possibility. I'm saying the way I view it is, if someone shares with me, like, you know how there's certain relationships where it's like, I trust you with information. So I'm talking about sharing the news before. So she's still in the first trimester. But you know, there's some people you might tell in the third week, because it's like you have a bond with that person. You're close enough with that person that telling an information, if you're not scared and anxious to come and tell me if something, like, you're not worried about if something happens later on that I can't tell this person because I'm telling you and I know the risk that this might not happen. You know the risk, this might not happen. Like, we might not get to full term, but because we're close and we have that relationship, I trust you with that sort of information. So therefore, if I'm delivering something to you, like, I know that we have a relationship where, like, you're more likely to trust me. Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, I just feel like people that share information that they know that they typically won't share until they get it all clear, but they share it with certain people. There's clearly a level of relationship that's like, that's the person that is able to tell them news if they're going to have to deliver something. So, like, that's why I feel like her partner could be the person to tell her something, because, like, clearly they have I don't know how to explain. Like, I'm
partner,
saying, as in, like, her partner can deliver the news to her because they have, like, a close enough relationship, just as an example. But I'm saying that close enough relationship.
Her partner can deliver the news to
to his wife.
She already said that in the beginning, that she wouldn't be the one to tell him.
Yeah, I'll tell him
She'll
to
tell
her.
him that he has to tell her.
But I'm not giving it, like, it doesn't have to be.
I'm even confused now.
Oh.
She's saying that she would go to the guy and be like, you need to tell your wife what happened last night.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I understand what you're saying. But I think the reality of the situation doesn't change, which is what Tammy's trying to say. Like, regardless of whether or not they're close, and I know that you know this obviously, but like, regardless of whether or not you're close or you're this, you're that, hearing that kind of news, regardless, will put you into some kind of stress, no matter who delivers the news, right? So I think that's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yeah, who delivers the news, when they deliver the news, whether you're pregnant or whether you just had the baby.
Yeah.
Like, any news like that, obviously things are heightened when you're pregnant and stuff like that, or when you've just had a baby.
Yeah.
My thing is that whenever you're going to deliver the news, whether it's in the first 12 weeks or the last 12 weeks, it's still life impacting news that your husband or your partner tried to get it on with one of your good friends.
Yeah. I hear
whenever you try to deliver that news, that's exactly what happened with Chloe. Was it not with one of their good friends that Tristan kissed and it sent her into labor? Like, it doesn't matter whether
I hear that.
I don't know whether what
because
stage it is.
Cool. Should we move on to hot gist? I just wanted to quickly raise this one because this was like a topic of conversation on the TL or X, whatever you want to say. And basically, this girl tweeted and she said, "My dad sent me a 20-question PDF about my boyfriend. I have to answer before I can introduce them. Nigerian fathers." And loads of people were like, oh my God, like reacting in different ways. You had like people saying that this was like way too much, like what the heck, like who, like that's just over the top, etc. Then other people actually saying, you know what, this I get it from like a father's point of view, like wanting to like know these sort of stuff before you introduce me to someone, because clearly you should you should know these sort of stuff anyway. And if you don't, then maybe
did she
you guys
share
aren't as
what was on
serious.
the PDF?
Yeah, she shared a couple of the questions, so I'll read some of them out. Some of the questions were: what are important personal stories that shaped who he is today? Where did he go to school and did he graduate? Does his family have a history of diabetes, blood disorders, sickle cell traits, sickle cell diseases and cancers? Has he had any past surgical procedures? When did you start dating him and how many girls has he dated prior to you? Does he smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol? How often does he do this? And does he take part in recreational drugs? What does he do for a living? Who does he live with? Why did he break up with his last?
Who does he live with?
Why did he break up with his last girlfriend? Does he make you feel supported and safe? What do you like most and least about him? That was just a snapshot of some of the questions.
Just a snapshot.
So she said that majority of the questions were medical history. A lot of the questions were like health-wise and medical history stuff. But then obviously, there was obviously a couple that weren't. But wanted to get you guys' thoughts as to what do you think of that? Like, do you feel like the dad is overreacting? And what would you do to like? Would you set an expectation of what like your child should be coming to you to tell you is a relationship?
No, I don't think that the questions that are on the PDF, the ones that you've just read out, there's nothing wrong with those questions.
Yeah.
It's more so
The format.
my dad doesn't need to know the answers to some of those questions.
Okay.
Which ones?
Why did he break up with his ex-girlfriend? Or what was the reason? My dad doesn't need to know that. For me, in my head, those PDF questions are more so for me. I can pick and choose when I want to share the ones with my parents or my dad or anything. But in my head, I was thinking that the dad put in place that PDF for her own use, not for her to bring the answers and bring it to for him to mark the test paper.
Yeah.
Like that in my head,
And
that's what it was.
The title of the PDF is Questions Requiring Honest and Verifiable Answers.
Verifiable.
But that's what I'm saying. Like those questions, they're fine. They're good questions that someone should be asking a potential party, especially if you plan to spend the rest of your life. Yeah, what is your trait for your genotype? What do you have any medical family history of diabetes? Those are questions that are good, and you need to know that's because of your future kids or stuff like that. Yeah. But it's not for the use it's not for my dad
and I
to
actually
be
don't
referring to.
Yeah, I don't actually think that. People interpret it differently. So I actually thought it was more what you said, which is more you need to use these questions.
Yeah,
to find out more about it.
And once you get the answers, then and you're happy with the answers. Because obviously, if I'm not happy with the answers. If you're not happy with answers, don't bring that guy.
Don't bring it to me. Yeah.
It ain't a relationship that's worth bringing to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at least you use this as a scanner for yourself. Screening process. When they screen and filter people out. Use this first, and then you can decide if you want to introduce this. That's what I thought, and I thought that was
and that is like a buffer, like you said,
filtering out the
if they're not if that PDF is not answered properly, don't bring this man to me.
If he doesn't even feel like answering the questions, if he's like, I don't want to tell you, or like this person,
then don't bring. Then it's not serious. It's not for me.
I honestly, I literally thought the same as well.
Also, some of those questions are like things that like would probably come up in conversation when you're talking to your parents about your partner anyway. Not all of them, but some of them. So it's just the format, really. It's the fact that it's written down, typed up, PDF, and sent across. But actually, a lot of that stuff would be like, oh, you want to introduce yourself? Oh, okay, where did he go to school? Oh, okay, did he graduate? Oh, interesting. Okay, like... something, I'm guessing the diabetes one is important for them, their family, because maybe they have. I'm just assuming.
Well, he listed a couple, and he I think it's like just known things that can affect you, like things you can pass down to your kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of that stuff could, like, it depends how close you are with your parents, obviously, but a lot of that stuff could probably just come up in general conversation. But maybe he's just that type of person in terms of like, there's some people like the way...
Very thorough.
Yeah, he might just be very thorough, like just the way... Maybe he's just very efficient. I don't need to sit down with you and talk about this for 3 hours. Answer these questions.
Yeah.
But I also thought that too, like a lot of these questions are probably things that he maybe doesn't even... Not he doesn't care about. He obviously cares, but he's not going to invade on his daughter's privacy. How many people has he been with before?
But as long as you are happy with those answers, then it's fine.
Yeah, as long as you're happy and content with the responses.
Yeah, that's how when I saw it, that's how I took it. Yeah. Because a lot of people were up in arms, like, why would your dad need to know?
Yeah, why would you explain to your dad?
Just like,
you don't need to explain to my dad.
You don't need to explain to my dad. Like, these are just the questions that he feels you should know when you're going into a relationship.
Yeah.
Shebi is the one that's been married for 30 years. So he will know what is a good question to be asking. Yeah. And then, from that one, okay, if, like, obviously, all the questions, it's not like someone will get perfect score, like, oh, he answered all the questions correctly. There's going to be some wonky ones that you bet, question mark. Wonky. But the thing is, at least you know that, okay, I've gone through the list. These are the questions, like, that, okay, once you've answered this is someone that I could now present to my dad and it'll be fine because these are the questions that he's asked me to ask
and I'm happy.
this person and I'm happy with them.
Yeah.
He should be happy with them. The ones that you feel like, okay, he should know, you feel like he'll be happy with them. That's how you were set. Like, once you start, it's actually even a good idea. She should even publicize the whole PDF.
So
that
we
99p.
so people can see and know that, okay, once you've ticked off these things, that's when you know that you're presentable to my parents.
Some of these questions you people have not asked them.
You've
That's
not
how
asked
you're
them.
finding out after the altar that somebody's genotype is the wrong one for you.
Do you understand?
Exactly. So those questions I listed, those were 11. Someone, one thing about X, someone's gonna
add a few.
Yeah, someone's gonna finish off the questions. She said it was a 20 page. So someone came with the remaining 20 the remaining questions
9.
that should make exactly. I should make 20. So someone else said, and it was very, like, things that I think again make sense. But what are his short-term and long-term career goals? Does he have any debts, financial obligations or dependents? What religion does he practice and how committed is he to his faith?
That's number one.
How does he treat his family members, especially his parents and siblings? Has he ever been in trouble with the law? What are his views on marriage, raising children and family responsibilities? How does he handle conflicts or disagreements in relationships? Does he have any close friends? And what kind of people does he associate with? And is he willing to take a medical examination to confirm the medical history provided? I think that's fair.
I think it's
fair.
I think it's fair.
Someone needs to gather together, put a list, and like Sharon said, put it for sale
on
99p.
Yeah, 99p. Because I think it's a fair thing. But yeah, I do feel like it would be an extreme if the dad's like, come and answer the questions to me. Or sit down.
No.
Let's go one by one.
It's just like a guide. You know, when you when people give out guides, oh, this is what you do. It's not like you're going back to the person that made the guide. Oh, this is what I've known.
Yeah.
It's just a guide just to follow.
To help
Those
you.
are the type of questions you need to be asking.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I don't know why everybody was up in arms. Like, why do I need to answer your dad? You don't need to answer my dad. trust me, because you're not even getting to the first.
No, facts. Yeah,
first base.
You having an attitude, you ain't
even
trying
trying to.
Yeah, literally. I was gonna say as well. So on Free Shots, they actually discussed this situation, and they took it the different way. So they were saying like, oh, like, do I have to go to your dad and say it? But actually, they then started to talk about the dynamics of like introducing like your partner to your parents and stuff like that. And he was like, I think Marvin said, I'd be shocked if I go to, and I think they both agreed with this, I'd be shocked if I go to a babe's house and the dad isn't like on me, like, as in like, isn't trying to put a, isn't trying to like put a bit of authority or pressure on me, because like, you're the man of the house, and obviously I'm coming in here like
trying to steal your daughter.
Yeah, like you should assert your domination and assert like your position in the house. If you're just one queer that just like walks around and doesn't even pay attention to me, like, oh, this guy, this is my boyfriend. Okay, like I'm gonna be thinking, okay, what kind of dad is this? Like,
for me, there's two thoughts in that one.
Yeah.
First one is like, why are you not trying to question?
Yeah,
the
what's
man?
going on?
Or how many people have you met before?
That's what I was. That's the second point. Like, oh, am I just part? Am I just part of the family, the pack?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
He's even tired of the. Oh, okay. Oh, this is the one I haven't seen before.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
exactly.
just adding to the pack.
Yeah, exactly. So he said, he'll be like questioning the dad if like he doesn't do that. But then he said, but it's a bit difficult on the other side, because if it's like my mum and a girl coming to meet my family, if my mum puts that sort of pressure, it comes off a bit wrong or a bit negative, in the sense that like it might be like, oh, like he's a mummy's boy and like she's not gonna like let go of her son.
I think it's because of what I've explained though. Like I think we all like see it more as like the man is coming to the house to like collect the babe sort of thing. So it's kind of like, if you're coming to like take my daughter and like create a home with her in your own home or whatever, then obviously I'm going to be like, sorry, you're taking something that is mine, like my property or whatever, something that I've invested lots of like years and hours and whatever, like love and all this stuff into. I obviously want to know where she's heading. Whereas I think it's more like, it's different necessarily when like the woman goes to meet, like the girlfriend goes to meet the mum, because I think it's like, by that time, it's kind of like more just forming like some sort of like good relationship rather than like feeling like.
So why do you feel like the mum can't? Like the mum.
Not the mum can't, but I just think the reason that it happens that way is because people view it more like marriage more as like, you will leave your home to go and be with your husband. So it's kind of like, it's more interrogatory or whatever when the man goes to the home, because it's like, I'm interrogating the person that's about to take my daughter away. Whereas I don't think that we view it the same in terms of like the girl is taking the husband away, like, and I think that that's why like there's a difference in the way that people approach like the situation.
Interesting. So I'm just thinking though, if I actually had like, when God willing, if I'm able to have a son and like he brings a girl home, I am going to want to ask just like, as the questions that are listed here, like I want to know all those answers, not all of them, like, but you know what I mean, I want to still do a due diligence check to see if this is the right woman for my child.
Yeah, but I think you would, well, I don't know, I can't speak for you, but I think typically what would happen is that happens, but it's usually the mum asking the son like those questions, not necessarily she taking the daughter away, which I do think is like, you know, it's not harmful or whatever to obviously have a conversation with your soon-to-be daughter-in-law and be like, oh, like, what are your intentions with my son? But I think typically that kind of conversation will probably happen between the mum and the son, being like, have you spoken to her about these things? Like, where does she lie on these things? Like, what are her thoughts about these things? Rather than, I don't know.
I think genuinely, when you have a man and a woman, there's more of like an kind of like an interrogation when it comes to the girl's dad and the guy that she's seeing, as opposed to the girl going to her boyfriend's parents and stuff like that. It's like, I think traditionally, what's there to really interrogate?
But I think it's, for example, because I think one of the context they gave is like, let's say it's like a single mum, so like this is someone that's like, it's not like there's a father figure in the house or like anyone else that like.
I think that's different.
Okay, you think it's different. So when you put in that context, what changes?
Only because I'm actually thinking about Love is Blind, the last one that happened with Ramesses, and not that this woman went about it the right way, because she really didn't, but Ramesses and that woman, I can't remember her name now, and the mum being very much like, listen, there is no man to interrogate you, in terms of like, she felt like she had to assert dominance because she knew nobody else would. So I feel like maybe in that context, it's a little bit different, because it's like, maybe my husband could do that, or like, but it's just her, and like she's only she's only got this maybe one child, which is why I'm guessing the context is that you're describing in terms of like just the mum, a single mum and her child. Like, obviously, they've like, she's probably seen it as like, we've only had each other. Like, there's no one else that I could rely on. So it's like, when you're taking this guy away, like, that's probably what she sees it as, like, taking the guy away because it's just been me and him for the 25, 28 years that we've been together or whatever.
Yeah, so I think, they threw in that mix for sure. But yeah, no, it was really interesting to hear their points of views as well. And like Taser gave his point of view as a father and was just like, he fully understands like why as a dad, like you want to make a list. And I think he even said he might take the idea himself. But yeah, like I said, he did say that he wouldn't. He as a guy though, he would be like, right, like this is quite a lot, especially if like you just come with a list and then you start asking me like questions on the list.
Crazy.
You've got to deliver and just build up the question list over time, like not just one day. Like okay, cool, so I've got a list for you.
Yeah, obviously nobody wants.
Also, my dad sent me
nobody wants to come
crazy.
And be like interrogated with like 50,000 questions.
Yeah,
but these questions are definitely. We need to hear the answers to these questions. Like it's not a game. Like at the end of the day, this is someone that you say you're going to spend the rest of your life with. So these questions, these questions are not difficult. They're not difficult questions. So it should be fine. It's whether you're willing to, let your guard down or let your ego down and be able to answer these questions, because that's all I can see. Like the only reason why I think someone would have a problem with it if they're not ready to, I don't want to say the word bow down, but if they're not ready to kind of respect someone's wishes or someone's father's. Do you understand what I mean?
I hear it. For sure. But yeah, anyway, that brings us to the end of the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know as well, like what you guys think about this questions and sending it, giving it to your child to filter and see, whether the person should be even introduced to the family or not.
Oh, I was going to say, and actually, for those of you who are in relationships, married, etc., let us know what other questions should be added to that list. Maybe we will go and make our own and sell it.
Honestly. But yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing week. Hope you guys have an amazing Valentine's Day as well. Like I said, share love to not just, romantic relationships, but like relationships with your friends, friendships, everything,
your
show
parents,
love, your parents, exactly,
your children.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it when dads give their daughters roses.
I think it's so cute.
Yeah,
really
very,
nice.
very cute.
And since we're on this note, happy birthday to my brother.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
It's his birthday on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's
my
forever
favorite
Valentine's Day for sure. But yeah, so make sure you guys as well, please subscribe if you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Make sure you like it, share, etc. If you guys are listening on audio, please like and also give a rating. That helps us so much. And yeah, guys, we are actually now off to shoot on Patreon. And let me tell you, we obviously kept this one light and bubbly, played a few games, but on Patreon right now, we're about to go into the juicy, get ready, the juicy gist.
Yeah, tell them what the question is.
I'm about to.
Oh, sorry. I think of the juicy
gist
of... Do you remember juicy fruit? The chewing gum.
Oh, yeah. The
yellow.
Yeah. We used to run out of flavour.
Yeah, used to run out of like 2 minutes.
After 3 chews.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not
so
so
juicy.
juicy.
No,
Sidetrack.
I'm crying. But we're going to get some juicy gist as to why are we single? So
hey.
Yeah, listen.
Gunshot.
God damn. This is a question we get asked and we are about to be raw and honest on there. So if you guys want to hear that juicy gist, make sure you head over to Patreon, sign up, and you'll be able to hear the full thing.
$3.99.
Yes,
to find out why these girls next to me are single.
Guy.
I might not be single by the time this episode even drops.
Hey, Jared.
Hey, honestly.
Time is... I already got the PDF.
Download it. But yeah, anyway, guys.
Just kidding. I'm going to be single.
I'm crying. I'm so done. But yeah, make sure you head over there as well to continue with all the fun, juicy goss. So, of course, if you guys don't, we'll see you guys next week, Monday. Bye.